That sounds like slavery. Or worse, marriage. No thanks. I got no hold on you.
Welcome, Captain. The lovely Risha has excellent taste in business partners. A face like yours attracts a lot of attention in a place like this. You'll never have to buy yourself a drink.
Thanks, pal. I've always thought of myself as classically good-looking.
Nice one, Corso.
I have my moments.
I'm sorry to say this, but you've come in a bad time to do business. Things are tense.
You promised that sensor computer, and you're going to deliver it.
Honoring my promise is difficult under such dangerous conditions.
Hey, pretty face! You don't belong here.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Then you definitely don't belong here.
Excuse me, but I suddenly feel an urge to put away all the breakable things.
I'm only a weary traveler. There's plenty of room here for both of us, my friend.
You're not my friend, got it?
Now this is a matchup I can't wait to see.
Hear that? You don't have any friends here.
You want to leave me alone. You want to stop noticing me.
You're really starting to annoy me. Men? Let's show Pretty Face what we do with people who annoy me.
If you want to pick a fight, why not pick me?
I was hoping you'd say that.
You got a big mouth. I'm gonna enjoy shutting it. Men, kill them both!
I wish this hadn't ended in violence, but it was brave of you to intervene.
Not the sort of place I expect to meet a Jedi.
It's only the second time I've visited an establishment like this. The other time also ended badly. My name is Nariel Pridence. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm looking for Vaverone Zare, an agent of evil and servant of the Sith Empire. Have you heard of her?
I've met a lot of agents of evil, but nobody by that name.
Zare is a being of vast darkness and a grave threat to the galaxy. I hear she's taken an interest in the local underworld, so I came to observe these criminals and gain information.
Criminals don't like being observed, and you stick out like a rancor in a family of Jawas.
From now on, I'll keep my distance. I have no desire for further bloodshed. I sense you're destined for greater things than consorting with common criminals. I must continue my search for Vaverone Zare. May the Force be with you.
I thought she'd never leave. Look at this mess. Our gang has enough problems without Jedi chasing Sith through our territory.
The infamous Diago Hixan has trouble?
Our organization is under attack by a gang of Geonosians. Last week they took over our spice warehouse. Killed everyone, including a fellow lieutenant who had the only way of contacting Diago.
What do you mean, the only way to call your boss?
Diago hates it when we bother him. He got so angry, he killed a crate dragon, gave us lieutenants one fang to share. Only the lieutenant with the crate dragon fang can speak to Diago, and you helped kill the men I was sending to get it.
You've got a brilliant plan, right?
The way I see it, this is at least partly your fault. If you want your sensor computer, get me that crate dragon fang.
If you waste my time, I'm gonna be upset.
My deceased associate kept the fang at the spice warehouse. Place is crawling with Geonosians. Won't be easy. Discouraging those Geonosians from sticking around will give us leverage with the boss. Just a suggestion. I'm heading for Diago's summer palace at these coordinates. Meet me there with the Krayt Dragon Fang.
Well, I'm pleased Diago finally responded to my provocation. I was expecting a bit more.
Captain, we've got something here.
Is that absurd little trophy the reason Diago sent you?
I'm here in my own business, lady.
You ran past the spice storehouses to fetch a bone. Interesting business. My name is Vaverone Zare. I'm interested in discussing a bargain with Diago Hixan.
I'm trying to get a meeting with Diago myself.
Yes. It's easier to get an appointment with the Dark Council. I've been prodding Diago for weeks. Raid a business here, kill a lieutenant there. But it's like he hasn't noticed. I thought sending the Geonosians to raid this operation would surely draw him out. But all I've got is you.
Maybe Diago sent me here to kill you.
You're adorable, but I'm not here to fight. I'm seeking a small crimson box. One curio of many in Diago's personal collection. I'll give him whatever he wants for the box. But I need to arrange a meeting. Can you do that?
What do I get if I help you?
Whoa, Captain, you sure about this? I mean, she's a Sith.
It's not healthy to torque off people with lightsabers.
I see the percentage in that.
For your assistance, you'll receive a gift few beings ever enjoy. The pleasure of my company. You'll be the only member of your species who experiences me as something besides a master. I offer the chance of a lifetime. All I ask is that you arrange a meeting for me with Diago.
I'd rather drink a Hutt's bathwater.
How revolting. That was fun, but unnecessary. Now run along and reconsider my offer. Until we meet again.
You ever get the feeling we're in over our heads?
That's what makes this job so much fun.
You've got an interesting idea of fun.
Ah, the Krayt Dragon Fang. And in perfect condition. I'm deeply impressed with how you handled those Geonosians, Captain.
Remember that Sith we heard about? She controls the Geonosians, and she wants to meet Diago.
The Sith is behind the attacks on our operation? How do you know?
For a being of pure evil, she was surprisingly forthcoming.
Typical Sith. Start negotiations by blasting everything in sight. Let's hope that Jedi from my club puts the Sith out of our misery. We're going to an underground water well the natives call the Light Spring. The boss turned it into his private retreat. Now that we have the Fang, he'll let us into... Oh! What now?
Kukri, the palace is under attack! Imperial commandos! They're tearing us apart, breaching the security doors!
Diago will be furious if this palace falls to the Empire. Only one thing to do. The Imperials and meet me at the Light Spring.
You're gonna leave me to clean this up?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to die. Good luck. See you at the Light Spring.
Hello again. I was afraid you might have forgotten our agreement, so I sent some friends to jog your memory.
Lady, I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
Oh, don't be tedious. We both know the last thing you want to do is kill me. You promised to arrange a meeting for me with Diago. I want it. Now.
I'm through with you. Get lost.
How can you reject me? Your brain must be diseased or something. I'm afraid I have no choice but to order my soldiers to kill you. There's just no reasoning with some people.
I saw the Imperial commandos. Are you injured?
It'll take more than the Empire's finest to finish me off.
Bravado makes poor armor. You're fortunate to be alive. I'm disappointed to see you in this place after our last conversation. I thought you'd learn to stop associating with criminals. Why are you here?
Vaverone Zare is after something the local crime lord has. A red box.
Thank you for confiding in me. Whatever Zare wants, she mustn't be allowed to get it. I don't suppose you'd know anything about my enemy's present whereabouts.
I'm going to a desert cavern called the Light Spring. Diago Hixan is there.
The crime lord? Zare is looking for him? Stay here. When I confront Zare, it will be a horrific battle. You won't want to be around. May the Force be with us both. Farewell.
Now another joins the Jedi to irritate me like sandflies. Is this how you serve to Greek? Inept.
The captain and I have business. We have nothing to do with this Jedi.
I invited the Jedi. She's a little stiff, but basically all right.
You shouldn't have followed me. It isn't safe here.
Oh, you have no idea. Hello again. Forcing me to follow you through that blazing desert. Not your best move.
Seemed like the right thing at the time.
That chill creeping down your spine right now? It's regret.
Surrender is your only option, Zare. You can't win.
Empty chatter. Like fingernails on transparent steel. I will silence. Who is that?
Captain, haven't heard from you in a while. Everything all right? I'm kind of in the middle of something, Risha.
Oh, beautiful girl. So beautiful.
Wait, is that him? You're with Diago?
I want to see her again. Now!
Stop pushing me. I'm not your droid.
It wasn't a request. You bring her to me, or I take her from you.
Diago dear, I can offer you so much more. Just as soon as we rid ourselves of this Jedi.
Afraid to fight me alone, Sith?
Silence! The only voice here should be mine.
Diago, you're every bit the monster Vaverone Zare is. You will both pay.
You want to draw your weapon. You want to kill the Jedi.
Yeah, I want to laugh at how silly you are.
Strong-minded, hmm? You're no use to me. Forgive me, dear Diago, but I really must kill these two before we continue.
No more! I find a beautiful girl myself! Droids! Kill everyone!
But I didn't do anything!
Everyone!
Not many can claim they battled a Sith and lived. You're in rare company.
Zare was a pushover. I've had way tougher fights.
I'm sure your experience would have been different had you faced her alone. I see now why Zare thought this box was worth killing over. Thank the Force we stopped her. This is a Sith holocron. It was created centuries ago by a powerful Dark Lord called Darth Nihilus.
What would something like that fetch on the open market?
It can't be sold. It's terribly dangerous. I'll ensure this relic remains safely hidden from Zare's allies. The Empire must never access the terrible secrets contained here. My ship is waiting nearby. I should go. We've saved countless lives today.
Let's do it again sometime.
If you were a little more serious-minded, you'd make a fine Jedi. Goodbye. May the Force protect you.
Nok Drayen, that's all I hear. What was it like to fight Nok Drayen? The next time some fool asks me that, I'll bury this holo recording in his forehead and play it back for the survivors. Nok Drayen was never a true gangster. Not like me. He just pretended. People think I fought him because he was more successful. Because he made me number 2. Because he stole my wife. Lies! I fought him because he was no more a gangster than I am a senator. Nok was a con artist. The whole underworld was his mark. He was using us for something. Don't know what. But I do know he never gave a damn about being king of the underworld. It was all just a game. At least that pile of filth is finally dead. I raided his storehouse just to be sure. He never came. I'm still alive, and he's not. I won. You hear that, Nok? I won!
Wasn't sure I'd see you alive again, much less with that sensor computer. How did you get it?
Diago Hixan passed away unexpectedly. Left me a generous inheritance.
He's dead? Good. I mean, for your reputation. Sorry I didn't get a chance to chat with him before he died. My holo malfunctioned.
That blob of a gangster took a real interest in you.
I'm sure he reacts like that to all the beautiful girls. With that sensor computer installed, this freighter will be a first-rate scout vessel. I'll patch it into the ship's rectenna before takeoff. You should notice a difference right away.
What exactly will that gizmo do for us?
Let's just say people will have a hard time sneaking up on us in space. Hang on. I'm getting a holo transmission. It's local. Jaren, I haven't seen you in forever. I'd love to catch up, but this isn't the best time.
Someone took Aldila. Said I'll get her back in pieces if you don't come. Pieces! You have to help me.
Is guy a friend of yours?
I've known him and his wife since we were kids. Jaren, I won't let anything happen to you or Adila. Calm down and start over.
When I came home from work, Aldila was gone. There was a man waiting for me. He said unless you want to be responsible for Ardila's death, you'll meet him at an old Zerka mining complex in the Chini Rift. I don't understand, Risha. Why is this happening?
It's a trap, obviously. But my odds of surviving and getting Ardila back alive are a lot better if you help me spring it.
You better have a good plan.
Jaren, we're already on Tatooine. I just need a little time to come up with a smart play. Stand by. Alright, I dug up everything I could about the Chini Rift and that Zerka mining complex. I'd say we've got a 50-50 shot at coming back alive.
I don't know about you, but I'll definitely come out alive.
Glad to know you've got my back. Chini Rift has more holes in it than a chunk of Biss cheese. The Zerka mining complex sits over a network of caverns. Zerka sealed the complex's mine shaft when they left, but didn't bother with the ore processing chute. You can use that to get inside.
And then what? That man will kill Ardila if we try anything.
I'll keep this mysterious kidnapper distracted by surrendering to him, while my friend sneaks up behind.
I don't like this. Using women for bait? What kind of man allows that?
Will you get over your issues with women?
I don't have issues. I was raised to look after a woman, no matter how tough you are. I meant they are. I was speaking generally.
What can I do to help?
Nothing. I'm not explaining to Adila how I got you killed. Just wait outside and be ready to give her a kiss. I marked a route through the caverns to the ore chute, Captain. I'll give you a head start to get in position.
You're the simple girl who caused His Majesty so many sleepless nights.
There's nothing simple about me.
Then I'll see to it your torture and execution are as complex as possible.
Risha, what are you doing here?
Let her go, and you can do whatever you want with me.
Unfortunately for your Togruta friend, I'm to leave no witnesses. Besides, this planet offers precious little else in the way of entertainment.
I'm having a blast, myself.
Ah, another degenerate low-born female. Not only have you disobeyed my terms, Risha, you've led this fool to her death.
This fool is the best shot in the galaxy. How good are you?
I swore to my liege you would die here, and I keep my oaths.
Let's end this boring conversation.
That man kidnapped me because of you, Risha. He was going to kill us both. Why?
It doesn't matter. I'm sorry for what happened, but it's over.
You're sorry? He held me prisoner for days, threatened to kill me, and you're sorry?
Adila, when I heard the shooting, I thought...
You thought wrong. Show her how happy you are to see her.
Never letting you out of my sight again.
I'm all right, Jaren. But I never want to see Risha again. We're done.
I just risked my life for you.
She wouldn't keep a secret without good reason, Adela.
I promise I'll explain everything to you someday. Have I ever let you down?
Risha told me you're like a sister to her.
We've been through a lot. That's what made this so horrible. I need to get off this stinking planet. Get a bit of distance, think.
Here, take these credits. They'll get you off Tatooine. Help you start over someplace better.
I'll want that explanation someday, Risha. I'll let you know where to find us.
I hope so. Thanks for taking care of these scum, Captain. The galaxy is a better place without them.
I have a lot of unanswered questions.
Don't we all? They'll have to wait for another time. We're done here. See you back at the ship. We only have one delivery left to make, Captain. Set course for Nar Shaddaa.
I thought we'd finished our business on Nar Shaddaa.
I needed time to set up this deal. I'll explain when we get there. Have to give credit where it's due, Captain. You've done an amazing job delivering this cargo. I always knew you would.
Skavik never would have gotten you this far.
Andy would have pawed at me the whole trip. I definitely traded up. No one has ever come as close to finding Nok Drayen's riches as we are now. How will you spend all that reward when you finally get it?
What will you do with your share?
Ask me again when I have it. Your last job is taking the men and the carbonite to these coordinates. It's a restricted area. Only us and the buyer will be there. That's right. I'll help you negotiate this deal personally, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll do most of the talking.
We're finally teaming up, huh? Interesting.
The terms of the deal are very specific. If I'm not there, you don't get paid. I'll run ahead and make sure everything's in place. Meet me there with our friend in the carbonite. Use this access card to enter the restricted area. I'll see you at the delivery point. This is a big moment, Captain. Bigger than you probably realized. I've waited 10 years for it.
Is the fish head our buyer?
Not exactly. He's here to oversee the delivery. Dr. Chayla, let's introduce the captain to the man in carbonite. Begin the procedure.
Estabola megmindig uge. Oze desazos homaleban. Zogalatoteni azertoje.
How long has it been?
10 years. I'm sorry it took so long, but I finally have everything you told me to find.
Come closer, Risha. Let me see you.
I'm different now.
Not that little girl constantly underfoot. Now you are my heir, my legacy.
Captain, meet my father, Nok Drayen. I believe I've mentioned him once or twice.
Heard a lot about you, Nok. If you're not dead, were those other stories made up too?
What does it matter if people believe them?
Sorry I wasn't completely honest, Captain. I promised Father when he entered Dr. Chayla's hibernation treatment I'd never tell anyone the truth.
You're a good liar, I'll give you that.
Trust is a vice for the weak. I learned that the hard way. 10 years ago, one of my lieutenants deliberately infected me with a disease. It's deadly, incurable, and eating me alive.
What happened to your henchmen?
Dead, of course. I killed all my men. Just to be sure I avenged myself on every traitor. I've done everything to stop this disease, but it's never been enough. Soon, the illness will consume my vital organs.
Yell if your mind starts to go, all right?
Let's get down to business, shall we?
I lied about my father, Captain, but not his lost fortune. That's real. And thanks to all those starship upgrades, it's yours. You have the only starship in the galaxy equipped to travel where the fortune was lost. No one else can reach it.
There is a region of space beyond the Outer Rim, called the Long Shadow. There are no stars, no light, no life. Just a derelict starship drifting into a massive black hole. My fortune waits for you there.
And what do you want on that ship?
Very perceptive, but material wealth no longer concerns me. I will give you the coordinates to the derelict vessel. You'll fly into the Long Shadow and board it. Retrieve the vessel's reliquary and bring it here. Risha will take a single item. The rest is yours.
Tell me about this single item Risha gets.
A simple piece of ornamentation. It has no value to you. My daughter will stay here. I have things to tell her, and my time grows short.
I'd wish you good luck, but I know you don't need it.
You ready for the ride of your life, farm boy?
Can't believe we're doing this.
The derelict vessel is at these coordinates. Go now.
Warning, hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon.
I'm thinking we should make this quick, Captain.
Sure seems that way.
Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship.
Biological entities identified. Beginning mandatory royal edict playback.
I, King Eric Drayen III, find my throne under attack. Traitors aim to take what rightfully belongs to me. The wealth of Dubrillion will not fall into the hands of my enemies. Instead, I will remove it from their reach. My royal executioner droid will sabotage this vessel's hyperdrive and exterminate you, the crew, to ensure there is no rescue. You served me well in life. In death, you will serve me better. Goodbye, my subjects.
Royal edict playback complete. Initiating execution protocols.
We're not the crew. We're, tourists.
Understood. Secondary objective. Protect Treasury vessel from unauthorized access.
I knew this conversation was gonna end badly.
Executing. Now.
Hey, Captain. Bet you're surprised to see me.
I'm only surprised you have the guts to face me in person.
Let's say you've earned my personal attention. See, I've always believed if you can't beat him, join him, and then beat him. So, I stowed away back on Nar Shaddaa. Funny thing about Wookiees, they got great big lungs. It only takes a couple of breaths of happy gas to knock one out.
I don't need Bodar to kill you.
Skavik, I want my Blast Tech All-25 back. I want my Torchy.
You have a real single-minded devotion to your toys, kid. It's gonna get you killed. I want to be civil about this. Sure, you've made my life miserable, but I don't hold a grudge. Really.
I clearly haven't hurt you enough.
Don't kid yourself. You haven't hurt me at all. Bottom line, there's nothing you have that I can't steal.
They say the best things in life are free, and I'm the best.
Don't be a tease, Captain. My heart is fragile.
Die, you pig lizard!
Captain, I've been meaning to ask. Did you happen to... when you fought Skavik, was Torchy there?
She's all yours, Corso. Use her in good health.
Oh, Torchy! It's good to have you back, girl. I'm not letting another man touch you ever again. Thank you, Captain.
Zero es sukarzo. Ani abilok tak afas emilkindik.
I wasn't using it anyway. Besides, our captain has returned.
You made it. Open this thing before it's too late.
Give me the reliquary. I want to see these treasures before I die.
The Long Shadow was Quite a place. I have no plans to go back.
You've seen the end of all things, Captain. The darkness waiting to embrace us. I'll enter the code my father taught me. And there. Such a simple act to fulfill a lifetime of effort.
Congratulations, Captain. Nok Drayen's lost fortune is yours.
With one exception. Take the crown, Risha. Claim your birthright. Restore the Drayen dynasty as rulers of Dubrillion. Wear the crown and rule that world.
Your whole crazy treasure hunt has been to get some kingdom back?
Our kingdom. And revenge on the usurpers who stole our throne.
Remember those assassins on Tatooine? They were sent by the current king of Dubrillion to end me.
Why didn't you tell me that back on Tatooine?
The less people who know the truth, the better. You saw what happened to my friend Adila, and she didn't know anything.
Don't concern yourself with the fates of others. You have more important things to worry about. If you're going to rule a world, Risha, you'll have to do questionable things. This is my final lesson to you. The Spacer has fulfilled her purpose. Dispose of her, and keep the reliquary's treasures for yourself.
Try anything and you're all dead.
Shut up, you fool.
No, Father. I won't kill her. She's my friend.
You useless child. Spent too many years without my guidance. You're weak. Powerless. Everything I've done. The blood I've spilled. For nothing. This is not how it's supposed to end.
Dispose of my father's body as he instructed, Dr. Chayla. You are released from my family service. I'm sorry you had to see that, Captain. My father was sick.
You don't owe me any apologies.
You're a wealthy woman, Captain. That reliquary holds more than just family heirlooms. Merchants will be killing each other to buy what you're selling. Not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Everyone I've met from Dubrillion has tried to kill me. I don't have an army or a star fleet. I'm supposed to take over a whole planet with just a crown.
Want a job fixing my ship while you work out the details?
Your engines probably need a good tuning after that last trip. I'll take the job.
Figures you'd be sticking around, Risha. You're like a Minot that way.
I'll make sure all the right people hear what you did today, Captain. It's the least I can do. Besides, famous starship captains attract profitable opportunities, and queens in training can never have too many credits. Let's hit the hyperlanes.